An educated and united public cannot be controlled. Get organized. Learn to be active. This one, grand jury indicts Luigi Mangione on charges that could lead to death sentence. You know they want to kill this guy. It says the stakes could not be higher. The United States government intends to kill Mr. Mangione as a political stunt. Yeah, it's a message to everybody. Don't do what he did. You know, um, that's why they make it such a big spectacle around him and act like he's such a threat with all the weapons and the military personnel. And like, I saw a clip where he was in court or whatever, and they had like 8 dudes walking behind him with freaking assault rifles and shit. It's like, damn, bro, he's already like shackled and in custody. Like, what real threat is he? But when you think about what he did, and you think about, you know, what impact it had, then that's the threat. It's not that he's like a physical threat, like he's gonna break free and run out of the courtroom and kill a bunch of people and like he's a supervillain. But it's what he did and what he stands for that makes him the real threat. Because he was fighting the system, you know, he took the fight straight to the system, you know, and he did it the very thing that they don't want you to do, you know. They want you to go through the motions. They want you to go through the proper process, you know. They want you to protest outside of the building or whatever and hold hands and sing Kumbaya outside of United Healthcare's headquarters because that don't have any impact at all, you know. A minor inconvenience, you know, but business goes on. Everything goes on the same, you know. I do not subscribe to these protests. Now, I think that you should fight in multiple ways and multiple facets. And I think that some protests lead in a direction that can get, you know, an outcome that they're looking to do. But I think that mostly they don't. And it's more like a controlled opposition. I don't know if that's the right phrase, but it's more of like it's it's not going to accomplish its goal. So it burns your energy. You know, you use your energy, the energy that you have to fight against what you're trying to fight against, and make you feel like you accomplished something. And that's perfect for them. Burn up your energy. Go ahead. You know, protest, walk the streets, bang some pots. But meanwhile, we're just going to keep on doing what we're doing. When you take it to the streets and make it personal. Now, I'm not trying to condone what this guy's doing because I don't want the FBI to come knocking on my door. So I'm going to say this was wrong, what Luigi Mangione did, killing the guy from United Healthcare. It was wrong, and I don't agree with it. Okay, you know. But if you want to, you know, the system is violent. Okay, people are dying. People die from what is it? Deny, defend. What's the other one? You know, people are waiting for health care and then they die. You know, and the system is just set up for that to happen. They just don't want to pay out those insurance claims or those healthcare costs. You know, they administration is a video. I think I have it in my clip. I'm gonna look for it about how the administrative part of healthcare has exploded in the last like 30 to 40 years or whatever. And it's like these are just middlemen. Like they don't create anything at all. They're just in the way of the they're in between the patient and the healthcare provider. Like they don't do anything. And they're like the biggest part of everything. And that's where most of the money is going to. And if you really want to make it more economical, if you want to make it cheaper, then just get rid of that whole thing. Like do they exist for? What do they do? Like, they don't do anything really. Anyways, that gets me angry. Everybody needs health care. Everybody gets sick sometimes, you know. You pay in this damn thing every month. And then when it's time for you to use it, then they try to freaking find ways to not allow you to use it. Like, what kind of freaking system is that? You know, I think all the money should go into a pot. You pay it every month. The money goes into a pot. You need it, you withdraw it like that. If it costs more than what you have in there, then you need to cover that difference. You know, that's simple. Why it has to be so complicated? You know, it's like a lot of these insurance, it just seems like a ripoff, man. You just pay and you pay and you pay and you pay. You get nothing in return. When it comes around time for you to use it, they try to deny it. What service are they providing if they never provided a service and you're paying them every month? It's the greatest game ever. Like, if you want to freaking open up a business where people pay you every month and you don't never have to give them nothing, like, that's the best freaking thing you could possibly do. Anyway, I wonder, did y'all see all the videos with the China?